Hi, welcome to Movie Video Games, a show on video games based on movies. I'm your host, Matt Bradley-Tschirgi. Who am I? Well, I hosted a movie and video game podcast called The Sequel Cast from 2009 to 2015 with William Thrasher, and hosted the Super Koopa Troopa Show, one of the first video game music podcasts on the internet from 2005 to 2007. But that's not important right now. What you're watching here, Movie Video Games, is a show devoted to covering licensed video games based off films. To quote Mel Brooks, I hope for the best, expect the worst. This episode will take a look at the NES video game based on the James McTiernan film Last Action Hero. This 1993 film was an attempt to transfer Schwarzenegger over to a more kid-friendly image from his comedies to a PG-13 action film. Grossing $137 million off an $85 million budget, the flick was widely considered a box office disappointment, especially after all the money Columbia Pictures poured into the promotion of the picture. Terminator money, this was not. Given that this was the 90s, several tie-in video games were made. This time around, we're looking at the first two levels of the Nintendo game that was also released the same year as the film, 93. Published by Sony ImageSoft and developed by Teeny Weeny Games, this side-scrolling beat-em-up is like an even more mediocre version of Bad Dudes. The first level covers the same ground as the intro to the film. We see the movie within a movie for Jack Slater 4. Schwarzenegger plays the titular lead. It's violent in the flick and pretty grim in the game. Jack Slater has a limp punch that does little to inspire confidence against his enemies. Cheap hits abound. The graphics aren't terrible, but not fantastic either, especially since the game came out so late in the Nintendo's life cycle. A boss fight tops off the level in a way that's quite similar to the movie. Instead of being thrown off a roof, the Ripper just explodes. Exclusive to this Nintendo game is a level based on the famous Hamlet dream sequence in the movie. Although it's lacking the hilarious black and white imagery from the flick, one of the film's few moments of crackling wit, this level manages to look like a classic Ultima game in the best way possible. Unfortunately, you're punching through doors, Robin Hood knockoffs, isn't it supposed to be Hamlet, and knights who don't say "knee." Based on the first two levels of Last Action Hero on the Nintendo Entertainment System, I would not recommend you seek this one out. There are worse action games based on films. Batman Forever, Addams Family, I'm looking at you, but the controls are far too slow and clunky for their own good. The movie Last Action Hero is better, and it's not even that good aside from being a Schwarzenegger curio at best, an uneasy mashup of action and comedy, with a 12-year-old boy in the lead. Yeah, he's the kid that was also in My Girl 2. This is Matt Bradley-Tschirgi with Movie Video Games. Please leave comments below to tell me what you thought of the show and suggest other games I should cover next time on the show. Ta-ta for now.